Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice, where we're doing our final Errata 1.1 update, and this is for the universal equipment, and there's a couple of changes to the core rules we're going to look at in this one as well. In hindsight, this video probably should have been the first one that we did. We know for next time, it's fine. When Errata 1.3 rolls around, we'll take a look at these first. So let's see what's going on with the universal equipment. And we have one change to the heavy barricade, so the relevant part of the second sentence has been changed to read, before the battle you can set it up wholly within 4 inches of your drop zone. So heavy barricade, a heavy barricade is heavy terrain. Before the battle you can set it up wholly within 4 inches of your drop zone, on the kill zone floor, and more than 2 inches from other equipment terrain features, access points, and accessible terrain. Did it used to be more than that? Did it used to be 3 inches? Let's see if we can find out. No, they've doubled it. That's quite a nice buff. It used to be 2 inches, it's now 4 inches. Very nice. Now let's jump over to the core rules update. We have quite a few changes here. We also have a rules commentary, so we'll do the rules commentary and then we will have a look at the errata. So rules commentary. Question: how does the guard action work when an operative must spend an additional AP to perform 2 shoot actions with the same weapon, e.g. Warp, Coven, Astartes? The operative can perform the guard action for 1 AP as normal, but if it performs the shoot action during the interrupt, you cannot select the relevant weapon unless it had the AP remaining to do so in its activation. That's our rules commentary for 1.1. And our updates, the key principles, data cards, operative stats has changed. So change second designer's note to read: if an operative stats or its weapon stats are changed during the action, apply the change once the action has been completed. Note that changes to weapon rules are applied immediately. So there was a thing earlier on in one of the part 2 Xenos. One of the questions was, it was Brood Brothers. They were talking about APL changes and stats for an operative changing mid-action, which doesn't happen. That's just further confirming that, I think. So weapon rules change immediately, but stats change after the action is complete. Firefight phase counteract. Change the relevant part of the first 2 sentences to read: you can select an expanded friendly operative with an engage order to perform a 1 AP action excluding guard for free. Each operative can only counteract once per turning point. That operative cannot move more than 2 inches or must be set up wholly within 2 inches if it's removed and set up again while counteracting. So a little bit of confirmation and tweaking the rule there. So you can't do guard, and if you are jumping up and down using some sort of teleport or something, you must be within 2 inches of the original place. Killzone Gallow Dark, close quarters guard action. There's a lot of guard action going on here. So add the following to the first bullet point: it performs any action, move, or is set up. So they're just confirming that you can move and set up as well. I haven't got the rulebook in front of me to give you the full rules, and I don't think my voice would last. So if you do want more clarification, keep this on the screen and grab your rulebook, have a quick look. Any questions, fire them in the chat and I'll see if I can figure them out. And finally, Killzone Vulcus Stronghold. Add the following bullet points. E, the 3 barrel containers on Stronghold A are blocking and heavy terrain. F, the small broken ramparts on the edge of the vantage terrain of Stronghold A are insignificant and exposed terrain. And G, the gap on the lower vantage terrain of Stronghold B is accessible terrain. And they have pictures there as well just to confirm that. And H is a new one: you cannot have more than 1 friendly operative on the highest upper level of Stronghold B at once, and that operative must be placed on one side or the other of that level. It cannot be placed in the middle. This means an enemy operative cannot be prevented from moving onto or being set up on the other side. If an operative's base is too big to be placed there, it must move or be set up on as far as possible, otherwise it cannot complete that move. Then place it on one side instead and treat it as if being there. Hold it as far on the level as possible when it matters for checking other rules, e.g. control range, visibility, distance to other operatives, etc. This takes precedence over the rules for bases being in a location it can be placed. So it's just that little gantry right on the top there, that really small bit on the Vulcus building. Just further clarification, I think. But yeah, any questions on those, give me a shout, or any questions on anything really, just drop something in the comments. Fairly straightforward rules, I think. The this is only the second errata that we've had, but we're still quite early on with this new version of Kill Team. We're going to be getting changes to core books and things. All these rules are automatically updated online, available for free, and on the app as well, as long as you just keep the app updated. So you should always have easy access to the latest rules, because there is a lot of bookkeeping with these erratas and things, and that's the problem with physical rules. But we are going to keep doing these videos. When Errata 1.3 drops, we'll run through them again, and we'll run through all the kill teams as well. If you haven't yet, do check out the videos for the kill teams. They've been broken down into 5 videos. 2 of them are for the Filthy Xenos because there's so many of them. But any updates to any of your teams that you play will be in there. And let me know in the comments how you're finding the latest edition of Kill Team. As always, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go rest my voice. I'll see you all in the next one.